Hi, and welcome to my second video. It's taken me a while to get round to blogging again, and in part that's because things have been so busy that something's had to go. I've had to take a step back on a few things, but that's been really difficult because when I do that, I have a huge sense of guilt. It's one of those things where I feel that when I've made a commitment to something, I should do it no matter what. And I've been noticing recently in some of the conversations that I've been having that a theme has been coming through. A theme that I guess speaks a little bit to guilt, but also to some other feelings. Some other words have been coming through. Kindness, selfishness, almost the tension between what is right for yourself and what is right for others. And that brings me on to what I want to talk about today. I find that when I make a commitment, I want to see it through to the point where it can be detrimental to me, where everything becomes so much that I work myself to exhaustion. And the idea of being kind to myself is something that sits unusually uncomfortably. Yet it also means that I'm not necessarily in the right place either. And I feel selfish in saying, actually, do you know what? I need some time out for me. Yet when I do take time out for me, everything else seems to flow so much better. And then I can be there for other people. So is that really being selfish? Is it not more selfish to just keep going and not necessarily think of what I'm doing as actually being helpful for me, helpful for others? So I'm trying to maybe reclaim a little bit of selfishness, that in some cases selfishness is okay. It's not about being self-indulgent, it's about saying I matter as much as other people matter. And it's made a difference looking at everything that I've had and everything that's been on my to-do list, my commitments, the things that I felt really important to get done. I haven't physically been able to do, mentally been able to do. So something's had to give before I really gave in, crashed out. And so here's a thought for you. How do you deal with so much stuff? Do you have a narrative like I do, maybe a story you tell yourself of, you've got to keep going, you've just got to get these things done, people are relying on you, if you don't do it then you're letting everybody down, stop being selfish, you can keep going, and actually in the end what really matters is being able to say, do you know what, I can't actually do that anymore. So if that's the story that's going around for you, what's going to help you say, maybe this time it's good for me to say something else has got to give rather than me? And if that's the case, what's going to help you do that? What's going to be either the trigger that helps you notice that this is the right time to do it, or the way in which you can give yourself permission to do it? And in part for me, I find that when I talk to other people, it helps me put things in perspective. I have people who go and who I trust who say to me, really? Do you really need to do that? And that helps me go, actually, you know what? Maybe I don't. Maybe I can let some of this go and it will be okay, because I will get round to doing it. So if that's what's happening for you, what's going to help you take a step back, perhaps be a little bit selfish, and in the end actually look after yourself in the long run, so that you can do whatever you do to make a difference for others. I hope that's helpful, and I look forward again to speaking to you again soon.